Hey, on this gorgeous September afternoon, I thought I'd share with you a couple of my really favorite developments in the western side of Williamson County. You've seen a lot of Franklin, you've seen a lot of Thompson Station, you've seen some other areas that are terrific, but I don't believe I've shown you an area that's very close to the Davidson County, Williamson County line, so that if you want to work in Bellevue or over in Brentwood or downtown, gives you simple access, but Williamson County taxes, Williamson County schools, and it is a really beautiful area. It's right near the dog park. It's right near my personal favorite park, which is Percy Warner and Edwin Warner parks. It gives you easy access. There is no commercial here in this little area that I'm going to show you, but it's less than 10 minutes away from pretty much anything that you want for day-to-day needs. And as I say, so close to the doctor's offices, everything that you need on a personal basis. So for quiet, for solitude, for ease and convenience, for a beautiful, beautiful part of Williamson County. And this is the side, the west side is a little flatter, a little more rolling, heavily more treed, much larger lot sizes because it was just developed that way. And that's what the zoning does. So for someone who wants more lot size, at least a half an acre, some of the areas I'm going to show you is something you're going to want to see. See you on the other side. So I've driven less than a half a mile away, barely crossed over the Davidson County, Williamson County line. Now, let me tell you where we are. Old Hickory Boulevard, just across the Davidson-Williamson County line, near the Percy Warner Parks, taking you on to Sneed. Give you a hint. If someone tells you that they live off of Old Hickory Boulevard, don't think you really know where they are. Old Hickory Boulevard connects the entire city. Actually almost the entire Middle Tennessee area. It changes names quite a few times too. So this is the western side of Williamson County by the Percy Warner Park area, and it's glorious. I'm here at what is called Horseshoe Bend. This is one of the first larger developments that got essentially 1 acre lots until you get to one of the smaller sections, and those lots are about a half of an acre. It was started to be developed in the early 80s. You're going to see the style is not what they were in currently, 2020s. Now what you're going to get if you had new construction certainly isn't going to be here. These homes will be renovated or maybe not renovated at all. Families buy these homes, live in them, have their children go all the way through the Williamson County schools. Now we're on the turnover phase of those people downsizing and newcomers to Nashville, or people with new children, or families inheriting the family property where they grew up. I mean, it is about as perfect of a situation as someone can find. So I want to share with you just, a drive through. It may or may not be for you. This is one of the few places that has amenities as far as swimming pools, tennis courts. What you can see behind me is the Little Harpeth River. We did cross that. Now, the Little Harpeth River does on occasion flood, but nowhere at all does it flood within this development. So when you're moving to the Tennessee area, so many people love to be near water. We can get you near water. It just depends on many different things. Our water, the Little Harpeth flows into the main Harpeth, which flows to the Cumberland. And on times in low areas, we could be in the 100-year floodplain. All those things are key pieces to look into. Let's take a look around. Next, we're going to go on over to Stonebridge Park. Newer development, you're going to see smaller lots, newer looking style homes, and but pretty much the same vicinity. Horseshoe Bend was established in 1987 and is widely considered a prestigious community of families, a great place to live, raise your children, and enjoy life. The community has approximately 360 upscale and custom homes, is located in the rolling hillsides of West Nashville, and it lies between the Harpeth and the Little Harpeth Rivers, next to Edwin Warner Parks in northern Williamson County. Of course, by now you probably know that means The children who live within this community also attend the highly acclaimed Williamson County School. In addition to the scenic landscape and stately homes, Horseshoe Bend offers the finest in homeowner amenities, including a first-class swimming pool, beautiful clubhouse, 2 guest suites. In that clubhouse, 6 tennis courts, a children's playground, walking trails, and hiking in the park or along the river. It's all there in Horseshoe Bend for homeowners to enjoy. The walking paths gives the neighborhoods the opportunity to enjoy the natural spaces within the community. So walking down Yearling Way gives you access to the Harpeth and the Little Harpeth rivers. The trail is for walking only, so that means no vehicles, no scooters, no bikes, no skateboards, no motorized vehicles are allowed whatsoever on the trails. Just you and your dogs to enjoy nature. But please remember, be sure to take something along with you to leave nothing on the trails. So behind me, what you see is the TVA lines, Tennessee Valley Authority lines. That's one of the reasons that we have lower utility bills, lower electric bills in this area than many other ones, because we are on the TVA line system. Behind that, you're going to see cornfields. Beyond that is the Little Harpeth River. So this is on the very low end of this side of the Horseshoe Bend development. If you don't ever want to be near those type of TVA lines, then that's just something to think about. There is testing that you can do and to see how much electricity is emitted from it, and you can determine for yourself what you think is piece of safety. But if you don't want to be anywhere close to those, that's something too to be thinking about. And when you're talking to me as a realtor, or you're a realtor moving to this area, if you don't want to be anywhere close to TVA lines, let them know that. Okay, let's literally go across the street into Stonebridge Park. This was an area developed in the mid-90s. As you can see, this is a hillier topography than on Horseshoe Bend, although it's just across the street. As of now, there are only 2 active properties on the market. That is very typical for Williamson County, pretty much everywhere in this area of Nashville vicinity. Stonebridge Park has an average listing price of $900,000, with the highest recent price home selling at $1.3 million. Rents, if you really want to take a look, is running around $4,000, and there are very few rental properties in the entire area. The schools are Grassland Elementary, Grassland Middle, and Franklin High School, as over in Horseshoe Bend. Stellar Williamson County Schools. Price runs around $210 a square foot on average. And as we all know, there is no average. There's variations in quality and design. Most of these homes were custom. They tend to run in 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, about 3,600 to 4,500 square feet. And you can find basements here. That's not very normal in Nashville area, but the topography gives us basements. I forget to say this all the time. I am Susan Thetford with Parks Properties here in the Nashville, Tennessee area. As much as I love doing these videos, that's a lie. I love doing the videos. I don't like being on camera. But I know the videos help people learning about the Nashville area, learning about different communities of Nashville, to help them determine what the right spot for them might be. And then they get here and look for homes. If that's something of interest to you, please go ahead and subscribe to this show, because every single week I do a new video. We go different places. Different members of my team help me out in showing the places that they are most expert in. So go ahead, do what so many people are doing. Call, text, email me. Let me know how I might help you in your search to Middle Tennessee. Hey, I've had several people recognize me lately, which is a little unnerving. But in the Green Hills or the Franklin area, walking around in the square, it's so much fun to be able to meet in person the people who are watching this show and getting some real value from it. Or if you have ideas of what you want me to share with you, I would love those information. Ask your questions here in the comments. But if we happen to be out walking around and you bump into me, please say something. I sure would appreciate it. All right, the next place we'll go to is just down the street, about 400 yards, into Steeplechase Farms. We're back on the west side of Vaughn Road. This is a development that started in the early 1970s, gone that way back machine.
you are going to find that you must go further back in the age of the development to get the larger lot sizes. Steeplechase Farms lots run from 1 to almost 2 acres generally. One thing I forgot to mention, all 3 of these locations are address is Nashville because the post is mail comes out of Nashville, but they are in Williamson County, and they do have the Williamson County school benefits of all those great schools. Steeplechase Farms homes on the larger lot size, you'll also find there is no homeowners association. Again, those looking to get away from a HOA will have to go to a larger lot size and older homes. And so it just depends on what you want. Where are your priorities? The price range of these homes are anywhere from 1 to 1.6 million, and they need typically some renovations at the lower price points. As you'll notice, there's only 1 home in Steeplechase Farms available for sale. When I went to Stonebridge, there were actually 2 available for sale, and in Horseshoe Bend, there's only 2 available for sale.